It was a fun game to play. Make a living playing a game.
Nice.
Be patient.
Nerdy little kids who always like to stare at the stock market charts when they were 5.
Follow that through to your career.
이곳엔 수많은 부자들이 살고 있습니다. 유명인들도 많이 살죠. 지금부터 무작위로 집 문을 두드려 그 사람들이 어떻게 돈을 벌고 살아가는지 물어볼 겁니다. 좋아요. 첫 번째 집이 보이는군요.
We're making a YouTube video and we were just curious what you do for a living.
깔끔하게 실패.
You know what's funny if I'm honest? When someone comes to my door, I don't open my door when someone knocks. I look through my blinds, I'm like, what you want? What you want? I live in the area. We're doing a series where we ask people what they do for a living, so do you mind if I ask you?
Yes, I don't want to answer your question.
Okay.
두 번째도 실패. 하지만 포기하지 않을 겁니다. 반드시 부자들의 문을 열 겁니다.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Okay, first off, love your house. And so we're shooting a YouTube video. There's a guy back on your driveway. We're just kind of curious what you do for a living.
Among other things, I'm the founder of Dreamland,
Okay.
which is an amazing family venue in Dripping Springs, a venue unlike anything else.
What did you do to get the money to be able to make Dreamland?
My first career was in finance.
Okay.
A Wall Street guy, ran a hedge fund, and loved it. I thought it was a fun game to play. But about 7 years ago, I decided I wanted to play a different game. When I grew up, I just loved games. When I graduated from college, I said, what am I going to do? How could I make a living playing a game? Running a hedge fund is basically taking other people's money and trying to invest for them. Convincing them that you have some sort of special edge. You know something about markets that's special and valuable. That's the hard part, actually. A lot of the hard thing is convincing people of that. Then once you've convinced them that, you actually have to prove it. You have to find mistakes in markets. And I believe that markets do make mistakes, that markets are not rational. Humans, as we all do, we all make mistakes. And I basically was playing a game. I did that for about 20 years.
다행히 이번엔 성공했습니다. 좋은 얘기를 듣게 되었죠. 저 사람은 20년 동안 마치 게임을 하는 느낌으로 자신의 일을 즐겼군요. 인간이 실수를 하듯이 시장도 실수를 한다고 여기고 그 실수의 틈을 잘 파고들었습니다. 자, 다음 집으로 가봅시다.
Our channel's for people in business. And so we're like, what did people do to get these really nice houses?
Are you serious?
I live in Zilker.
You do? I was born and raised in Zilker.
We can't air her story. She had a little bit of wine in her, so she was telling us that she married this guy, divorced, got some money, then she married another guy. He sold his company to Microsoft. He cheated on her. And then now she has a few houses.
이번엔 정상적인 사람이 나오길.
Me and my husband started a mobile home dealership.
Okay.
And that's kind of how we started our company. And then he turned it into where we would own our finance.
Mobile homes.
Mobile homes.
Nice. And then for people that are starting out, like people that are early in their business careers, what would you recommend, or what advice do you have for them?
Be patient. Don't take out a whole bunch of loans, like even though people say do it, because you're already going to have a lot of risks.
Yeah.
최대한 대출을 받지 말고 인내심을 가지는 게 중요하다.
How's it going? So we're making a YouTube video. We loved your house, and so we were kind of curious what you do for a living.
I am director of finance of a software company.
And that makes enough money to get a really nice house like this?
So far.
Do you think for people that want to get rich and get a nice house like this, it's interesting because you have a day job. You don't own the company, it's a day job?
Right.
Is that kind of an interesting thing to think about? Because I think most people have the story like, I need to go get a job, I need to go start my own company to do well, and it seems like you've taken another path.
Yeah. It can work while you work, you get promoted, you get more money. My wife also works and has a good career, and that helps a lot.
How did you choose finance? How does that?
I was one of those nerdy little kids who always liked to stare at the stock market charts when they were 5, and their parents thought they were crazy.
Yeah.
I just kind of kept following it from that age and fell into it.
Are there other careers that you would have considered or you recommended people want to get rich?
There's always investing. Similar skill set to working at a company in finance, except you're taking ownership stake in the company, using other people's money.
이 사람은 독특하게도 그냥 월급쟁이로서 성공한 부자였습니다. 꼭 회사를 차리지 않아도 꾸준함과 노력으로 가능하다는 걸 보여준 거죠. 근데 5살 때부터 주식 차트를 봤다니 한 우물만 파서 성공한 케이스네요.
Hello. That is a huge dog. That's a real fluffy dog. I loved your house. I've driven by it a lot. And so I was curious what y'all do for a living.
I'm a physician.
Okay.
I work in an emergency room in San Antonio, but I happen to live here in Austin.
I do tech recruiting.
How is that job?
It's not easy, but it's lucrative and it's rewarding. Well, I started off with over $100,000 of college debt, so I started with less than zero. And I went into banking and finance, and knew that as soon as I paid my debt off that I'd have a GTFO. So
Okay.
I went over to work in tech and kind of found home home.
How did you know it felt right?
When I was in the job, I got better performance reviews than I ever did when I was in finance. So.
Nice.
Yeah, and I liked what I was doing. I liked going to work every day. So
More than the banking stuff?
for sure, banking stuff is shit, man. It's hard work.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Was it similar for you with physician? Is that something that you...
No, my parents told me to do it. I just did it.
You have a son or a daughter?
We have 2 daughters.
2 daughters. What advice do you have for them in their careers?
Study hard, learn, and love school. Whatever you're passionate about in school, you should try to follow that through to your career because that's going to lead you in the right direction. And study hard, be competitive in school, and education is the key to everything.
이 부부는 특별함을 강조하지 않고 평범함 속에서 노력을 통해 옳은 길로 가면 성공할 수 있을 거라고 말합니다. 오늘은 여러 부자들의 집을 방문해 그들의 이야기를 짧게 들었습니다. 앞으로도 수많은 부자들의 이야기를 듣게 될 것입니다. 구독과 좋아요를 눌러주세요. 그럼 침대에 누워 전 세계 인사이트를 받을 수 있으니까요. 그럼 다음에 또 봐요.